Stop reviving me!
Do I have to re-die because I'm allowed to respawn?
Yes. Stop fucking reviving me!
Thank you, Bugatti. Thank you. Quickly, shorts! Revive Baka! Yeah.
Fucking hate all of you. Them having fun in the recording booth. You're dead, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is this like couples night for some reason? Like
Apparently.
So, Hells, does that mean you and Baka?
Yeah, you
shoe fits apparently.
Yeah.
Well, something's fitting.
Excuse you? Holy
That one
man,
moment.
that's like out of the fucking left field, dude.
I think you just turned Vega into a fucking teapot.
Hi, welcome to the party. How may I take your order?
Message me, okay, your tea's ready.
Really kind of frustrating.
Oaken
If you had to fuck in this place, where would you do it?
Opponent claimed zone A.
The back in the Vex
Captured
pool.
zone C.
In the Vex pool?
Hell yeah, that's kinky shit.
Why does it feel like burning?
You have the advantage.
Why does it feel like I'm getting turned into a Vex?
Kate, is that you?
Oh, too soon!
What does that even mean?
Wow! Stop reviving me!
Do I have to re-die because I'm allowed to respawn?
Yes. Stop fucking reviving me!
Thank you, Bugatti. Thank you. Quickly, shorts! Revive Baka! Yeah.
Fucking hate all of you. Mother goddamn son of a bitch shake bullshit.
I think you should probably move.
Okay, heads up. If you need extras.
I see that. You realize you can repair the same one multiple times, right? Hold on, that's getting clipped.
Else in the beer. Else we're taking it with us. That's it. That's it. Take the beer can.
All right, I'm taking this beer. Bye, Michael. I'm taking your beer. Your Dummeister beer.
Hey, Ghost, turn on the radio.
God damn it. I just got fucking creepered.
By who?
God damn it, Luke. I still got the rally off.
I'm going to castrate each and every one of you if I can't get a single goddamn motherfucking rally on this bitch.
We got the team bomb going for it.
Hey, blame Bugatti on that one. He's the one that started it.
Blame Bugatti, you're the one that's in the giggly goose.
practically do all of myself. Fuck you!
Is Dark Ride.
Claire,
That is Baka. Baka.
what the hell?
What happened?
Baka.
You can see it on stream.
It took me a second to realize why it was red, and I looked down and Baka's just blasting white right.
Thank you, Mega. Thank you, Mega. I'm like, what happened? I didn't fuck it up.
Well, Baka, what do we have here?
So-
Looks like it's not the only one who can fuck it up.
Imagine being on solar when you're supposed to be on crash.
Oh, but I thought times were useless, Bugatti.
Hello and welcome. How are we doing today? I'm Tabaka and I'm a huge video game nerd that forgot something very important for what we're doing right now. You know, that button. Because today I realized something. You know, with daylight saving time means that the reset for Honkai is 10 p.m. I start at 10 p.m., which means I can play the Amphoreus storyline on stream today and probably cry my eyes out. That's the reason why you're getting the face cam today instead of the VTuber, is because I want you guys to be able to see the reactions to the true ending of Amphoreus. And yes, I'm using that terminology for a reason. I've been looking forward to this for a while now, and I cannot wait to see what exactly they do with the story and everything, and how it progresses, and how they come to a conclusion for it. As somebody that is a huge Honkai and Back Third fan, especially of Elysia, I'm really intrigued to see if they go into a very similar aspect of it, or very similar way that they handled the Hersher corruption in it with the Elysian realm. Because basically that's what Amphoreus is. Amphoreus is a version of the Elysian realm. And I'm really enjoying it. And also the trailer that came out earlier today with all the Chrysos heirs giving their colors to what will basically weave a new story. All of that was really, really cool, but I'm sitting there going, they're literally doing some of the shot-for-shot stuff with the Hersher corruption from Honkai and Back Third. Anyway, I do also apologize in advance. I'm probably going to be up and down a lot more than normal. For those of you who missed it, I didn't stream yesterday because I slipped down the stairs, and unfortunately I'm getting old, which means I slipped down the stairs and I end up in a massive amount of pain because I landed right on my fucking tailbone, and it's still sore. So I'm going to be taking it a little bit easier than normal. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. Yesterday I literally couldn't sit for more than 15-20 minutes without having to stand up for a bit. Because guess what happens when you hurt your tailbone? You know, the tailbone that is used for whenever you're in any type of sitting action to help support your upper body. Yeah. Ironically enough, earlier this morning, actual morning, not my morning, I had a doctor's appointment for my pre-surgery appointment for what's coming up later in the month for my hernia. And I was just like, yeah, I had a fall. It's bad. I'm kind of surprised with my hand I didn't put a hole in the wall, because my right hand is still somewhat swollen. You can still, it's not going to come in with the filtering. Oh, actually it is. The filtering is actually making it a little bit easier, but you can actually see a bruise on my hand right there from when I hit the wall. Cats are fine. Everybody else is fine. I was just carrying laundry downstairs and I hit the edge of a stair and slipped. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday. Again, folks, don't get old. It sucks. You actually pay for the things that you used to bounce back from. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Tomorrow, hopefully, should be something with Dave and Rick. There are a couple of things that are in the air, including not limited to 7 Days to Die blood modes. We're going to see if we can try and get some more people in for that. We'll see if that actually ends up happening. That, or it might be something completely different. I don't know as it stands right now because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So, either way, should be having some fun. Also, don't be surprised if you see a lot more Arc Raiders. I've been playing that game a lot lately. It's literally either been Arc Raiders, Ball X Pit, or Duet Night Abyss. It's literally those 3 games in rotation. With typically Arc Raiders being like a 4-hour stint. But, so don't be surprised if this weekend that's what you end up seeing a lot of. Anyway, I think that's enough of me blathering on. That should give us enough time for the servers to come fully online. And we can have some fun with that. Now, one thing. I did check earlier, like, I just pulled it up to see. And one of the things I absolutely adore about Hoyoverse when it comes to these major event patches, such as this one, is that they'll do some subtle changes to things. And one of the subtle changes I adore that they did is if we're on our regular start game here screen with the beautiful music, and we'll notice there are pedals passing by. Those are brand new for this patch. And when we go into the next screen, give me a second. First off, different music. And everything is in pink. I wonder why everything is in pink. Anyway. I adore the fact that they completely changed everything for it. Oh, this is the banner animation for Cyrene. Yeah. We'll come back to you. I have some pulls saved for Cyrene. And I already have all 3 of these and all of their... Well, I don't think I got Treebee's light cone. But I will be pulling for Cyrene no matter what. I do not care. Let's see, what do they have here? Oh, yeah, the special ticket stuff. Okay. Spend a pluck and get 2 pulls and some cash. The assistance, which is just log in for several days. This is one of the things they've added Topaz and Numby to... Excuse me. To the character redemption. Which I have Worrisome and Blissful, so I don't need to worry about that. I actually have a vast majority of these light cones. So... Okay, and then this is the... If you spend... Oh, it's actual Ornic pouch? Oh, I thought it was Stellar Jades. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's kind of sad. Because I kind of was wishing it was Jades, not Ornic. For the special bow. Oh well, spending event is a spending event. Anyway, we will watch that here in a minute. Okay. First off, let's go ahead and claim our shit for maintenance. Claim our stuff from the event page. Not now. Gift of Odyssey. Thank you for the free poll. Currency Wars, which is the new permanent endgame mode. Yes. 100% Topaz is still worth it. Topaz is still pretty fucking powerful. If you put her in a follow-up team. Especially if you have Fei Xiao. Like, she's still best in slot for Fei Xiao. What is this? Attain 6 pieces of 5... Oh! I didn't see this. So we can set an unboxing goal and just get a guaranteed set. Okay, well, fuck it. There we go. Set that up. If you have Fei Xiao in March, Topaz is a direct upgrade to March, or to Hunt March. So, that's the Come With Me, Take the Journey preview. And of course the new end game with the anomaly. Okay. Okay, that's the feature rewards. Okay, yeah. I thought I got... Oh, I had not looked at this part. I thought I had, I knew I didn't clear Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears yet. I didn't realize I did not finish Unknowable Domain. Huh, I'll have to go through and get those. Anyway. I'll deal with the rest of that later. Yep, Snack Dash is the new thing. There's Currency Wars along with Divergent Universe. And this is the new Trailblazer story mode, which is nice. But yeah, no, Topaz, first off, she's incredibly easy to build. Because all you need to stack on her is attack and crit rate.
Hi, this is Topaz speaking.
Because of the way that her traces work up, everything... Hey Dave, thank you for the lurk. Every attack she does, I think it's what's this one? No, that's the energy. It's this one? Yeah. Her basic attack also becomes a follow-up, which then, if you have Fei Xiao... where's Fei Xiao? There she is. That works into her talent, which is the Flying Acuus, or Arrays, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, every time she attacks, she gets the follow-up, which means she's guaranteed to get the Fei Xiao follow-up attack. And it builds Fei Xiao stacks. Like, there's a reason why, when it comes to follow-up teams, Fart is still the gold standard. You know, Fei Xiao, Topaz, Robin, and Adventuring. They're still the gold standard. Although there is arguments to be made of switching out Robin for Tritty. And just going with Fat. Because Fat also does really good job. But anyway. You know what? We're going to start off by doing some polls. Because I want to see if Cyrene will be nicer to me than Alicia was, because Alicia also has a new battle suit that just came out in Honkai Impact 3rd, which I had to go down to 3 pity away from guarantee, so I was at 87 pulls before she decided to show up. So let's see if Cyrene likes me more. Not on the first set. Okay. Another Remembrance Light Cone and a Pella. Alright, second match. Nope. Another Pella. Okay. But the nice part is that... Sorry, nose itches. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't have that much Stellar Jade saved up, but it's worth a shot. A third Pella. I do find it funny that Maz is like one of the 4 stars I never got. But anyway, that was fun. Let us stop bluttling around and actually get into the story.
As I bid farewell to High Ceilings at the Vortex of Genesis, I noticed something strange about the Time Core Flame, and was immediately dragged into the Moria Tide of Oblivion by Evernight.
Yep.
She was once the hidden power that March manifested by sacrificing all of her memories. Yet now, she harbors other secret intentions in her heart. Meanwhile, Dawn Hung warped back to the Express by a spirit warp jump, only to discover a Memo Snatcher invasion. Everyone then realized that the Remembrance's forces had already permeated Amphoreus and blocked outside intervention. To establish contact with me, Don Hung was determined to return to Amphoreus immediately.
Yep.
After waking up in the false trailblaze, I managed to escape with help from Cyrene and Sunday. Unfortunately, Evernight held absolute control, causing me to fall into the Memoria Tide once again. However, Black Swan took this opportunity to quietly approach Evernight.
Poor Black Swan. Sorry. First off, Black Swan has been the goat of Amphoreus for a while, but beyond that, she has now faced true oblivion twice. Once in the form of the dance with Akron, and then second in the form of Evernight going, "Aw, my sweet little birdie, don't worry, everything will be fine. You'll just face complete oblivion through the rain." It's like, yeah. Alright, anyway.
Don Hung returned to Amphoreus and beckoned the heroic spirit of Finan with divine blood. The destruction, descending from the sky, pierced through the memory zone and discovered the most hidden corner of the world. In pursuit of Evernight, Don Hung arrived at the charred remnants of the Grove of Epiphany.
Yeah, Finan, while he may be in the embodiment of destruction, definitely embodied the hunt there and became the Aeon of friendly fire.
In the Grove, where memories became disjointed, Don Hung received help from Don Feng within his memories and completed his farewell to the past. In their final moments, the Earth demigod Terravox entrusted all their duty and authority to Don Hung. With this newfound strength, Don Hung found me within the Memoria Tide.
My liberal. So one of the things that I think somebody pointed this out, and it's something that I interpreted as well. Don Hung found us through the Memoria Tide by reliving Amphoreus' birth through the Grove of Epiphany. Like, literally relived the entirety of Amphoreus' history. Not necessarily the cycles, but everything that led it up to that point.
We entered the Nameless Titan's great tomb and discovered its secret. Across the 30 million cycles of eternal recurrence, every incarnation of Cyrene had come here, offering herself to the remembrance. With Black Swan's help, we found Evernight in the depths of the great tomb.
Fucking nose itching.
When all seemed lost, Evernight was captured by March's camera and trapped within the memory maze of Ides Elysiae. After several lengthy conversations, March and Evernight reached an agreement. Evernight returned March's memories, and March finally returned to our side.
The thing about that, though, is Cyrene was just as important in that
With
conversation.
every condition for the Era Nova fulfilled, we returned to the depths of the Great Tomb and initiated the final Era Nova ceremony.
Okay, let's go.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh, the grown-up Cyrene model. Next to the memory fragment. Hi. Ah. Totally not a wedding dress. Not at all.
This view hasn't changed at all, has it?
Well,
The
Ides Elysiae
hometown
is the
in your
starting point.
memories never changes. But when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend.
You know, a Trail of Genesis, aka a Trailblaze. Standing here brings back memories.
Me too. 30 million departures. 30 million farewells. Those heavy memories will all become the soil upon which the new world shall bud. And this time, we will make it bloom with a different flower.
Yep.
Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Ide Silicii, what kind of Amphoreus is being born?
One way to find out. I'm assuming it's gotta do something with iron
I can
too.
see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage.
The Amphoreus they had dreamed for. Or dreamed of, I should say.
There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight.
It's a world we must protect. It's the dawn that Finon wished for everybody. Peace will reign until the decisive battle arrives. It's the dawn Finon wanted. Even if he's not here necessarily to witness it.
Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy.
Are we going to have to go, live that millennia, or are we just going to transport to the
Like
end?
calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this world, made from countless wishes.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time, but surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
I like that they actually have it as the Veil of Evernight March 7th. Really showing that it is both Evernight and March 7th now, instead of just one or the other.
That won't be necessary.
Pillar of Stone,
We
Don
can
Hung.
simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
And actually, technically... Wait a minute! Hello, Fourth Wall! How are you today?
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you now.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze.
Okay.
I am now connected with this earth, and I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
Okay.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aranova.
Okay.
The moment when our friends bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
Rule number 1. Do not fight John Wick unless you absolutely have to. Alright. Devoured 30-minute cycles of destruction. It's bound to happen. and I've long prepared for that. Can't wait any longer. I must stop Iron Tomb. It's time to take over the burden that Finon's been carrying. Yeah. That is very correct. A bulletproof vest would not make a difference because John just goes for the head. You need something that can eliminate him in a single shot, preferably at a range that he is not perceive you from. So yeah, third option was... Why not just grab, you know, a couple other ones like Jonathan Bourne and James the Reacher?
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So, as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Yeah. James Bond versus John Wick very much comes down to what are the goals. If it is, or what is the goals and what is the scenario? If it is just a straight up fight, Wick wins 9 times out of 10. If it is to get to something, Bond has a better chance. Because Bond, like, a big thing about Bond is prep work. It is not necessarily the fight directly.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
Bond is sent to kill Wick. Wick's dead. Wick won't even get a second chance. Especially if it's modern Bond. Wick would have a bullet in his head before he even heard the shot. We're in this together. Seriously, can't you let me be the protagonist? We're always the protagonist. No need to remind me. You always are on my mind. I know. Thank you, my good friends.
Alright. It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap. Look after this world for us.
Okay.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Alright, you too. Yes. This is literally Evernight has gone back to being underneath, and the March 7th we know and love is back to the forefront. Evernight is still there, but Evernight has also stepped back to the point of, I don't necessarily want to destroy the Remembrance right now because everything is safe. Like, at the end of the day, Evernight's goal is to make sure March can stay on the path of Trailblaze and not be forced into on another path. Yes, March can now use Evernight's powers, which means March is now truly an emanator of 2 paths, because she's a child of Anasana, which is a child of Remembrance, which is an emanator of Remembrance. However, we also now have it confirmed that she is also an emanator of Mythos, or, you know, the Ignomata, or I apologize. Enigmata. That's the word. Sorry, I needed to take a second there. Yes, she is a broken. She is the first confirmed double emanator that we have. Like, that we've actually seen in story, because we also have another confirmed double emanator in Zephyro, which is one of the Lords of Destruction, who is also an emanator of Harmony. But yeah, basically, she's fucking broken. And to me, it's quite hilarious, because you literally have the Enigmata, which his whole goal is to spread disinformation into the world, and the Remembrance, which is to have perfect recollection of the world. So you have the 2 opposite sides in the form of Evernight. Mark 7th.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set off.
And of course, Cyrene's going to be by our side for
Elysium
everything.
is so quiet.
Also, I saw something during that conversation I want to double check.
Here we are once more.
Are they all that way? I have never noticed this about the pigs. Their snouts are hollow. I still love the Trailblazer scarecrow. Whatever you say, complainer. And this is the fragment of Evernight sitting here, or sorry, Mark 7 sitting there waiting for us at the end of the last patch.
The scent of the black tide is now completely calm.
Ah, fucking nose. I'll just put it this way. If March puts her full power behind anything, she's above the level of, like, Jing Yuan, approaching the level of Acheron. The one difference, and one of the reasons why I say Acheron is still probably a higher scale than March, is Acheron's ability or power comes from IX, or, you know, the Nihility. And as far as we know, she is the only emanator, which means she's getting almost all of IX's powers. Whereas March, like, if we go by the interpretation of how many children, because Cyrene is another emanator of remembrance as well, we know that power is spread out amongst several
At
characters.
last, the starting point of 30 million cycles has finally welcomed.
If we go by Scene 8, which is a recent trailer that came out, which was all the variants of what happened after Penacony, as seen by the finality, as or Elio. Well, body checks a double emanator. And a lot of people are saying it's mutually assured destruction because he unleashes a black hole on a white hole, which would cause like cosmic boom. Like, we're talking almost universal level destruction when a white hole and a black hole hit. But we do know for a fact, if Welt is pulling that out, that is the final resort. I'm pretty sure he's still up there. Because keep in mind, fucking Acheron is scared of Welt. I put Herta above Acheron, but not by much. So, yeah. Depending, well, I'm half tempted to pull up that short real quick and just go through everything for it. Because the first storyline they have in that is if we went to I want to say it was Lushanka, and Herta ends up finding Amphoreus without any other influence, and decides to try to take the Lord Ravenger on, and then gets assimilated into Amphoreus. It becomes the head that leads to the destruction of the Erudition. And we have the rise of the third emperor. Yeah, it's all what ifs. Like, actually, hold on. I'll pull this up real quick. We can watch it. Okay. So this is Scene 8. This was released a little while ago. Poor Firefly.
The rest is up to her now. Do I need to lend a hand with Amphoreus?
Poor
No need. We're just the audience for this act. The Astral Express is headed in the right direction, facing the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb. That is the safest path among all possibilities. Remember the oceanic planet of Lushaka?
The script says that the Nameless will experience a peaceful trip there. And many years later, the garden will break the confines of Amphoreus, with Herda paying the tragic price.
In Destiny's worst outcome, a genius will meet a premature fall and embark on a blood-soaked campaign in the name of the Third Emperor.
Yeah, Herda becomes the third mechanical emperor using the body of Iron Tomb, and it doesn't end well. Or at least it wouldn't end well. And I love this fucking imagery of Herda, of like all the Iron Tomb influences, and the fact that this is the masks of her dolls, because she says she will always preserve the heads.
If they go to the Agate world, the Stellaron Disaster's ground zero, the Express will brush past Selenova.
But on the other side of the cosmos, a Cienjo alliance will stray from the Trailblaze and return to its original end. The Eighth Lord Ravager's ascending wings will
we can still go to these places,
prelude
yes.
to divine war. As for the glass
But yeah, this is another insanity. This is the Lightning Lord that has been taken over by the Swarm. And Jingliu is now channeling, or like in this end, Jingliu is now channeling the Destruction, the Swarm, and the fucking Hunt. All to take out Yasha. All to take out the Abundance.
Prelude to divine war. As for the glass belt, that stage for the morning actors, the black hole and the white hole will devour each other at the end of that script, rupturing the cosmos.
Yeah, so that was Welt going, fuck this shit, I'm destroying everything. Which, congratulations, you pushed Welt to the point that he gives zero fucks. Also, the morning actors are hilarious because they're literally people that hate, Oh, no, not just Welt would have died. The universe would have been destroyed. Like, you have to understand, this is the most powerful Lord Ravager of the Destruction. Literally the most powerful being on the Destruction side. Welt would have bodied him. In doing so, causing his own death. Because this is a mutually assured destruction. There is the possibility that he could survive and could possibly save others, but the only way it would happen is by taking them into the Sea of Quanta and creating a bubble universe, which he technically can do. But the question is, would he be able to during a fight? And that's what we don't know. Because keep in mind, Welt single-handedly, without the core of reason, held off a being that is the equivalent to a... No, they haven't, actually. The closest thing that had happened would have been Kevin channeling the Finality, which would have been an Emanator-level threat. And that was defeated by Kiana, Bronya, and Meg channeling Finality, basically stealing the path from him, for lack of a better term. And then Kiana taking on Finality. Put the story in HSR.
Devour each other at the end of that script.
But yeah.
Rupturing the cosmos.
Yeah, literally they would have destroyed
everything. Leads to the most ferocious enemy, Zephyro.
That's enough. Just thinking about it is scary. There'll be nothing we can do if it really ends that way.
Fortunately, Destiny is still on the right track. Only 2 possibilities remain.
So the chances are 50-50. In possibility A, the remembrance of Amphoreus will still head towards destruction.
See you tomorrow, little Gray.
Thank you for fulfilling my wish.
Stand with me and become heroes!
We will definitely write an ending like none that has come before.
Farewells are unavoidable for the Trailblaze. On the road to defy the destruction, we must become used to loss in order to continue onward.
Or there's possibility B. Something more tempting, but also more terrible.
I love this, the A and B selection.
In the name of love, she will treasure all that has faded. Till the end of time, when the remembrance becomes the fourth kind of finality. Well, at least that ending will be gentle enough.
Oh, come on. Please make sure it doesn't happen.
The gazes of the eons will soon all fall upon Amphoreus.
Yeah.
Why don't we meet them at the next stop after Penaclony wraps up?
There better still be a next stop.
Don't worry. The views of the road ahead are already reflected in those eyes.
Fucking cat knows everything. Anyway, I loved
A
that.
tomorrow where the stars shine.
Oh, I
And
forgot.
Amphoreus' life. People meet each other from breaking apart and face farewells by embracing. Remember to take a deep breath, partner. Then, walk towards tomorrow.
So, those are the two paths that they're saying are available. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a third that we're going to walk. That causes Amphoreus to become real. And at the same time, not cause the freezing of the universe. But, yeah. Obi-Wan would be path preservation. No question.
Its first end. And the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him. Nor is there a
Element,
star
I don't know.
that is his.
I would have to think about that. Well, no. He'd be imaginary. Because one of the things that's fairly consistent about imaginary is a lot of times they're the mentor and the guide. But yeah, I don't know. The other thing about elements is elements seem kind of arbitrary in Star Rail over a lot of the other games, like especially Genshin. Elements are so important to what they are because of everything. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna continue on with story.
Finan is the only one who didn't reach the new
Mando would
world.
definitely be a hunt. He gave everything to it. Trust in him. We'll meet him again for sure. Finan awaits us inside Iron Tomb. We'll meet him again for sure.
Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, like the prophecies of Amphoreus. It has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But now, everyone has already given you the answer.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly would see them combining Mando and Grogu together, something like the way they have Topaz and Numbi. And so, like, Mando does the basic attacks and all that, but then, like, Grogu helps with the ultimate or something. I don't know. Put the spear, yeah. Well, the spear gets melted down.
The heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphoreus' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny.
Together, we'll be making it the best possible ending. That's... yeah.
We best. Those are such beautiful words.
He gets the Darksaber, but he gives it up.
Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you.
Oh, it's her staff again.
Face a memory that I have forgotten for too long. And have denied for too long.
Ahsoka would probably... She would end up eventually on Harmony. She would not start there. She would start with Hunt, or possibly even Destruction. But she would end in Harmony.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of memory. Also, the place where Cyrene was born.
Weren't you born in Ides Alisa? You got back your lost memories. First place, you got back your memories.
My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something
that would be pretty
wasn't
cool.
right. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in Ides Alisa, when the reflections in the water always made me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore?
They're both you.
But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies.
Yes, it is.
As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator
Is us.
is also the most devoted audience.
Oh, never mind. What it comes down to is Cyrene's kit is not meta-defining that people were expecting it to be. People were expecting Cyrene's kit to be the same level of meta-defining as Castrus. The problem that you run into is those same people are the people that only ever want Zero Cycle. Everything. Cyrene's kit is a lore kit. It is not a meta kit. I will be the first and foremost to say that. It's actually one of the things I personally find very, very annoying is a lot of times the kits in HSR are very much designed around storytelling, not meta. Like, if you look at, again, using Castrus, the reason why she's as powerful as she is because she introduced she introduced us to true damage on a completely different scale than anything else we had seen to that point. And also she helped revitalize the HP scaling, while at the same time becoming the codifier of what Remembrance could be. But if you actually look at her kit and what it does, it makes so much sense from a lore perspective. And that's actually true if you look at all of the Chrysos heirs. Their kits make sense from a lore. Yeah, that's the other thing. And I think that's also the big difference. If we look at the characters that have come out recently, when was the last true DPS that we had come out that actually made a difference? It was Castrus. Every other character since then, including both Archer and Saber, while yes, both of them are DPSs, they are so niche in DPS that it's very hard to justify. Because it's things like Anaxa support, Hyacinth support, March's support, Trivia support. Mighty technically is a sub-DPS at best. Yeah, Archer's only insanely strong, though, if you have Sparkle. If you don't have Sparkle, he drops off by almost 25%. Like, it is a ridiculous drop-off if you don't have Sparkle. And that's he suffers from that. It's the same issue that Saber suffers from if you don't have Huapa. Like, and again, if you look at all the Chrysos heirs, a vast majority of them have been supports. We are literally flooded with supports. And in my opinion, what they should have done with Cyrene is they should have made her a DPS. They should not have made her a support. Work. However, I have a very, very strong feeling that she's going to be treated the same way that Topaz and Numby were. Where at first, Topaz and Numby came out and everybody's like, oh, there's no point. Her DPS isn't better than anybody else. She's not all that great or anything, blah, 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 blah. Then Fei Xiao came out. And then Robin came out. And everybody was like, wait, what? Why is everybody wanting to use Topaz now? Why is Topaz like one of the highest pick rate characters in the game? And it's because of what she brought to the table as a sub DPS. And I have a feeling we're going to see something similar with Cyrene. Alright. I believe in every version of you. Yes.
Thank you, friend. Every single Cyrene. That sounds so kind.
I will say this much. Hyacinth is the best support in the game right now. Or at least the best general support. Especially if you have Castrus. Like, she, without doubt. But she's SP positive. She's got big heals. She has follow-up damage. Like, she's a very, very good package. The only thing she doesn't do is she doesn't give shields. And then that's when you have Dan Heng come in. And Dan Heng is fucking insane. Not better than adventuring for a follow-up team, but by the same ticket, I don't think you need somebody better than adventuring for a follow-up team currently. I'd say, because what it comes down to is Hua is for anybody that needs energy. So Herta, Kafka, and Saber. Not J-Cow, that's the deep, or for the dot. Oh, I forget her name. The one with the bunny rabbit. She's still the best for Ling Sha. That's it. Yeah, Fat Fuck's a thing. Ling Sha is still the best for Super Break. But Gallagher's not much farther behind. There's that one, and then Adventuring and the new Dan Heng kind of overlap, with Adventuring more favoring towards follow-up, where Dan Heng more favors towards hyper carry, and then Hycelin is just, or not Hycelin, Hycine is good for anything HP scaling, period. I agree, he is still one of the best 4 stars in the game. And it's even to the point of, in ZZZ, he's getting compared to Monato, because Monato is the best 4-star currently in ZZZ.
At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes. as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories.
Yeah.
A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore. The demi-urge is right here.
Yep. Currently beyond the sky, we're going to Himiko's view.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling.
Okay.
But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us?
Nice.
Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jing Yuan. The Alliance only authorized the lawsuit to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I?
Oh, Ya Guang, that's the Fuhua stand-in. That's right.
But, with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case.
Oh wait, no, the
Whoever
Marshal's
volunteers
Fuhua.
first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hands. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the lawsuit take the lead in this battle.
Fei Xiao's like, fuck you, I'm coming too.
Oh my. Merlin's Claw.
It's because it's single player
I'm
versus
afraid the
multiplayer.
Law Fu might steal the Yao Qing's glory.
This is no laughing matter. Between the Celeron crisis and the war dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and speculation are only growing by the day.
Rumors
with
of
Elder
what?
Huayan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the lawsuit gets their hands on the golden blood, it'll be a whole different story.
They haven't for a long time. Ever since GTA 5, Rockstar has not made a single-player game that stands out. Like, that's the thing about it, is you have to understand of, like, Rockstar has focused everything into GTA 5 and GTA 6 multiplayer. Red Dead 2 had good story, but Red Dead 2's development started before GTA 5.
Hey,
The kind of
listen!
person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out. There are countless ways this could be spun into something bigger.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Xiao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from the Alliance anyway.
Yeah, Jing Yuan is trying to get ahead of
The
things.
Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first one. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These two wins for the Law Fu will make all three of us happy. And that'll be our third win. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
Yes, I understand that, but even if you compare Red Dead 2 to some of their other single player, because keep in mind, there are resources for Red Dead 2 that were just developed for the multiplayer specifically that got carried back into the single player. And in my opinion, there are parts that suffered because of it. It is not denying that it is a great game. However, look at the development of GTA 6. GTA 6 is doing, well, what we've seen so far is single player. I guarantee a majority of its resources are going towards multiplayer. Anyway.
With the Decalite reflection barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Luofu how significant this battle is. Amphoreus' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your
I mean, you're not wrong.
explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty?
Yes, it does.
For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death.
That is a good point of, like, I don't think that many people have weighed in on that News would just sit back and let death take
And for
it.
the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival, and the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force, but I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda. There are even divisions within the Alliance, so it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will react. Jing Yuan,
Yeah.
I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of Abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, the real wild cards are...
The
Lord Ravagers.
Here's the thing about the Lord Ravagers, though. The Luofu has already taken on and defeated one of them. Didn't kill her, but at least drove her off.
Indeed. The Nook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the path. I'm afraid conventional military tactics and strategies will be useless against them.
Maybe.
My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. My only fear is...
The hunt's gonna do hunt things. We don't care how or how high stacked the bodies are. We're going to get our
wrong
division.
move, and the Luofu will fall into Ventilia's trap again, inching ever closer to destruction.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts.
It's not wrong.
Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war and bloody dispute, the Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have from the beginning.
Yep.
I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
Yep, hoping the Express stays safe.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time just in case. You'll enter Amphoreus, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world.
Oh, they're sending Welton. Possibly Sunday as well.
Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
Welt's not wrong. Pull as many people as you possibly can into this fight.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel from the outside.
We don't exactly know. We still know he has the power of tuning. So the assumption that I have is he's still on the like a lower end emanator of harmony. But I don't think he's as strong as Robin, who is an emanator of harmony.
With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back.
Hey, Herda and Screwly.
And just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlim's help,
The formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
Yay!
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphoreus, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
It was not harmony, it was order was his strength. And considering at the time he was the only emanator of order, even though order technically doesn't exist except as one of the three faces of Sheepei, it is really kind of hard to say. The other thing is, no, it didn't. It did not get Jing Yuan involved. Keep in mind, Jing Yuan and Dan Heng showing up were only a part of a dream. They were not actually there at any point. The issue that you run into with power scaling, like Sunday in particular for this, is the only people that actually legitimately fought Sunday was the Astral Express crew. Nobody else was involved in that fight except for Robin. And even then, it is literally like, the best way to put it is it was Sheepei fighting a part of herself, or itself, themselves. Yeah. A pom-pom with the train. Yeah. I want playable Skrullum, and I'm pretty sure if the rumor is true and we are going to the planet that I think we're going to next, I would be very, very surprised if we did not get playable Skrullum sometime in the 4.0 story.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench!
Yay, Fourth Mirror.
Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination, Amphoreus.
This is what you guys get for not reading the terms of service with Fourth Mirror.
3, 2, 1, launch!
Okay.
The flow of Memoria is so heavy, unlike Panagone's dreamscape. This place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
Yes, it
The
has.
vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection.
Yeah, Black Swan's like, I'll support, but I'm just gonna go over here for a minute.
And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Agreed.
Yeah, they don't want to see Harmonies interacting as well.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
Yes, Black Swan is incredibly powerful, but she is one person, or one thing, in the grand scheme of this entire thing with Remembrance. And the Memo Snatchers, while they may not have power, they have numbers.
Communications normal.
Hey, Fushuan!
Peace Corporation, communications normal.
Hi, Adventuring.
Response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
The family is not doing anything because Sunday's involved.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Panacone's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himiko.
Hi, Jade.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Okay.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities.
Interesting.
The collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life too?
So Iron Tomb is the anti-organic equation.
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiter still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive.
Yeah, Fushuan has a reputation.
Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least.
The IPC is still corporate greed. Does not matter what's going on.
But if the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the board the necessity
Correct.
of deep cooperation.
So far, what literally we dealt with just the destruction of Herta Space Station, which at the end of the day would have been nothing in the grand scheme of things. Then we brought a 600-year isolated planet back into the universe. We then went to the Zhenxiao, which would have been, the LeFou, which would have been bad if it fell back to the to the Abundance. However, it's one fleet in a larger fleet. It's one ship in a larger fleet, so it's not all that big a deal. Then we had the issue with Penacony, which would have caused significant changes for the Harmony, but would not have affected anything else. This is the first true interstellar threat we've done. Lygus is that bad, but he is also that bad because in no case out of all of this does Lygus win. Right. I actually got to go to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. I do not.
I can get him.
Darkness.
As he throws out taken orbs.
Oh, darkness, my home.
Okay, I know you said friends logically, but my head heard fans. So is hello, darkness, my only fans.
Wow.
Wow, this explains some conversations.
I'll post my feet pic once again.
Good night.
Right night, Rick Cliffs. No, I'm just sitting here going, there's one thing I'm gonna...
balls.
Yeah, one of the... Oh, shit. I just got smacked in the face.
I appreciate you hopping in and following me, though. Put me one closer.
Tabaka.
Fuck you, Blue.
How's your Simon Says going?
Gonna be going much better once you're outside this fucking ship, asshole.
No!
Bye, Blue. Hope you like oxygen, or don't like oxygen. Fuck. Anyway. The bait. The fucking bait of it all. Stop reviving me!
Do I have to re-die because I'm allowed to respawn?
Yes. Stop fucking reviving me!
Thank you, Bugatti. Thank you. Quickly, shorts! Revive Baka! Yeah.
Fucking hate all of you. Really kind of frustrating. I put my headphones right on as that alert went off again in that clip. And the amount of time I have gotten scared because of that clip is ridiculous. That is one of the ones that just keeps on giving.
It makes sense.
Anyway.
Since International Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the other worlds on the list? Places that the Elation has visited?
Doom guy jump scare. Yeah, pretty much.
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pier Point is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the marketing development department. At this rate, even the 10 Stonehearts can only do so much.
See, this is the thing that I find absolutely hilarious is so many of these groups are like, oh yeah, that's a problem, we should help. We've got other things though, so you guys got this, right?
Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos. Wouldn't you agree?
As an old Sanjo saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter General. I'm just here to relay the message. In times of crisis, the Lawfu will not hesitate to help those in need. However,
Go grab it.
the prerequisite is that the IPC
Archer and Saber are already gone, plus they could never leave Penacony.
rescue operation in the disaster area.
Yeah.
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
Okay.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The
Yeah.
clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come.
Meanwhile, Walt's going, not this situation
It's about time we
again.
dive into the vortex and see what Amphoreus looks like on the inside. I wonder where she and the others are right now.
Oh, are these story characters have been added to the team? Okay. They've not actually forced her on the team. Good. The anchor receives contact requests. You try to respond.
How's the signal? Can you hear us?
Hey, Bronya! I love that it's Serval and Sele here, along with Topaz.
Ah, we're through! I can see the video feed. Everything's working perfectly.
Miss Bronya? Miss Serval? What a surprise.
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Belobog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm. Is everything going smoothly?
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step.
Yes, this is the first time everybody's come together.
Guerrilla 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a risk from the aftershocks.
Oh, that's telling. Topaz is worried.
That kid Japard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane Guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zila and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production chain. Hey, do you want to say something to them? That would be unnecessary. It'll
Yay!
shake their morale. Just tell them to stay safe.
Yeah, I saw that. That was amazing. Sele actually had a line. What a
Miss Bronya,
concept.
I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine. Please, be sure to follow Miss Topaz's instructions and make thorough preparations.
I mean, this is basically the setup for that.
We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Belobog is far more resilient than we imagined. We really wish we could help, but Urilo 6 has only just woken up from its hibernation.
We are Star Rail.
The Astral Express, standing at the forefront of disaster, is the hope for many ordinary civilizations.
In the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively smaller civilizations have never had many options.
She's not wrong.
But that's exactly why we have a resolve that's second to none.
If anything goes wrong, Miss Topaz, I hope you can help out and rescue the affected citizens.
No problem. Also, didn't the Scientia sign a friendship agreement with Eurilla 6 earlier? They won't stand by idly either.
That is actually true. What, Bronya?
I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But Eurilla 6 is our home. We will defend it to our last breath until the last Belabogian falls.
Miss Bronya. May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength weather this crisis together.
Okay. Thank you, Complainer, for saying the boss is so smart. You activate the cargo anchor to attempt to contact the NGO. Hi, Fushwan.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current situation, and I'm here to relay their message. Officially, the Alliance's combat forces will still be limited to Lawsu, but the Yaoqing has also been deployed in the surrounding war zone as a contingency.
Good. So Fei Xiao is basically being like, "There's a fight. There's a fight. We're involved. We're not leaving this to the Luofu."
Words cannot express our gratitude. Getting the hunt to agree on sending troops must have taken quite some effort from General Jing Yuan.
The Luofu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something the Xianzhou seeks from this Iron Tomb operation. But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. With a formidable enemy before us, the Alliance has no reason to back down. Nor will we be content to take a backseat. If we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis, then we must do so. Even at the cost.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness. It's fortunate that the cosmos has great heroes like you.
Yep.
Too kind. As for that Jade Abacus of allying oaths, you can save it for when you're in more dire need.
Good. Even though this is as dire as we've been in. Alright, who's next? IPC? Family? Timnicon IPC. Okay. Adventuring. I was expecting Jade.
Inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. And it would be difficult to meet the expectations of the Astral Express. However, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. So let me offer you all a small suggestion. Just from my personal perspective, other departments at the IPC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch to you. When that time comes, I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the Trailblaze, even though we were in a difficult position. And more importantly, we were the only ones willing to do so.
AKA, the 10 Stonehearts were actually willing to help you out, while the other parts of the IPC...
Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? But trust me, every word comes straight from the heart.
Has the internal conflict within the IPC really gotten this bad?
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo. At least until
Fuck
now,
Oswaldo. Fuck Oswaldo. He's an asshole. He's the one that came up with the fucking lottery system in the simulated universe. He's the reason why I've lost so many runs.
Until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it at that, as it's confidential information.
Archforger?
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb crisis. Let's hope for success from the start. This might help ease everyone's pressing concerns.
Okay, on to the next anchor. The Galaxy Rangers representative. No response from the anchor.
Of course, we would never know the Rangers' comings and goings.
Oh, I have a feeling Boot Hill's just gonna show up randomly. And attempt to contact the family representative.
Miss Himiko, is that you?
Oh, it's Robin.
Yes? And you are Miss Robin.
Yes. I apologize for not being able to respond during the meeting earlier. And even now I can only appear in disguise. On behalf of the Penaconian family branch, I extend my sincerest apologies to everyone. We tried to request aid from the family. We essentially received no response.
Yeah, the family is a lot worse shape than I think we understand fully yet.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family. Miss Robin, there's no need to apologize. Every bit of
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of the shareholders of Penacony, the family heads have agreed to allow me to lead all Asdanian tuners to the front line.
Oh. So they're coming in a support
The
role.
Charitable Foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle. They'll ensure that proper arrangements are provided for those wounded on the front line.
Yep.
And for residents in affected areas.
They're coming in as basically humanitarian
Miss
efforts.
Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice. The Astral Express would also like to make a promise that we won't leave any companion behind.
Yep. Okay. So there's the various factions. Off to Akama. Hey, the bathhouse.
Why is there no one here?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Him.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right.
Yeah.
The remembrance tells me this place was bustling with people just moments ago. It's
Okay.
as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses.
He's a power friendship, yeah.
Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony. Complete silence.
Is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Hi, Marge.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight. How is this possible? She was already...
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away.
March is trolling. The real Star Rails and friends we made along the way. Yeah, pretty much.
Finally, the last Era Nova has been completed.
I bet this is March just
What you
trolling.
do to the residents of the Holy City and the Three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world. Now, they are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods who permeate heaven and earth. The 12 Titans who guard Amphoreus.
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
Of course, Trade Mom gets it.
What? Aw, I practiced so long for this.
March is having fun.
Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in
Yep,
Amphoreus.
still March. March is still March.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more...
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himeko and Mr. Yang.
No, you can't hide anything from Train Mom and Dad. They know.
Long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
We don't know yet.
So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
No, they're hers.
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to her, we all turned into titans in the new world. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
Oh, intriguing. So what does she look like now?
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball bat, I suppose.
just no hold bars. Yep, raccoon with a baseball bat.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphoreus' lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawncloud. She looks way more majestic now than she used to.
Okay.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage. The people's expressions are resolute, devout, as if waiting for a miracle to descend.
It's because they knew
That
the Trailblazers
colossal
was so.
deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
So we became Kefali.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy and come to witness her awakening. Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphoreus' destiny.
Awakening? Has she fallen into slumber?
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for everyone. Time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphoreus once more, the slumbering deliverer shall awaken, and then bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to her. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
I love Happy March.
It seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stuff.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
They couldn't be prouder, and I love that.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tathalo. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Hey, since when did you get all pious? Her advice sounds pretty silly sometimes, you know.
The so-called fool and the world are merely a step apart.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to what the people are saying.
To find erudition amidst imperfection. Praise be to Electra, chalice of plenty, for you brew the ocean into sweet wine, dispelling nihility with every toast at the feast. Praise be to Hyacinthia, eye of twilight, for the rainbow you cast turned the light of both dawn
Oh, this is cool.
into the glimmer of preservation. Praise be to Cyphera, coin of whimsy, for your every flip reflects the possibilities of destiny, letting the tricks of elation illuminate the path to dawn. Praise be to Minos, lance of fury, for you are the strife that pierces through hatred and cruelty, and the eternal glory of the hunt. Praise be to Castorus, hand of shadow.
The funny part is I'm sitting here growing of like, I'm pretty sure I recognize the voices.
So that it is no longer an end in equilibrium, but a peaceful journey home.
Anyway. I will look those up later, but it is very much just dedicated to each one of them.
Behold, our last Titan, the world-bearing deliverer, is about to awaken.
Wait.
Oh, ancient god, your loyal
No, it's not her. I thought that was the betrayer.
and fearless comrades in arms have all melt before your...
Actually, it might be.
Awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy.
Pardon me, I've got
Please
my
guide
alarm
us.
went off.
Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn.
Throne of Worlds. Us.
To walk the path of a mortal as a god, or to bear a divine burden as a mortal.
She will give us the answer.
But I am not the deliverer. Rather, I am the Nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That voice is definitely her.
I heard your prayers. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods at its end. So flow, golden blood, flow. I'll bestow it upon you, returning it to the true masters of this world. Stand with me and become heroes.
Oh, wow. Cyrene's helping.
Yes, it's the miracle she brought to Amphoreus. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Yep.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity, the destruction, head on.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like all of you. In the name of Kozlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
I love that.
It's neither protection nor salvation. As always, there's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named survival.
What was that about a cave in flames?
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of departure. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Wait a minute. They're using the hymn of Trailblaze. But it's in Amphoreus' style. Oh, that's such a great touch. Sorry.
Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion. This must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is, if it even exists.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records, but not the truth. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, look, there's nothing here. Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Spooey. Let's tear the system inside out.
Herd is about to go have fun.
But as your academic partner, I have to ask, Herta, what if we fail?
We won't.
Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist. Do you have a backup plan?
A backup plan? Of course. If we can't find the key,
We'll just make it.
we turn the lock into the key.
We'll just make
plan's
it.
cost is incalculable. It shouldn't even be on the table.
Then let's hope we never have to use it.
That's how we get her to tune. Oh, she tries to control it, and it takes over her.
There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
For her entrance. Huh. Which her are they referring to? Holy crap, there is still 6 to go. Love, peach, and a crystal flower. Can a heart bloom when watered by time? The final grand journey. The prisoners laugh at the puppet, asking who is more absurd. The apocalypse and its 4 footnotes. The right side of the equation. The erudition falls silence. The end is also the primordial chaos. Write a footnote for God's proof. Her soul is the entire universe. The stars shall witness Amphoreus' answer. O muse, tell me, within the light cone all is faded. No! Don't turn Amphoreus into a light cone. Don't do it. Don't. Okay.
Just use that thing over there, Zag.
Zagreus. The name is Zagreus.
What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herda's Big Hand.
Of course you do, Herda. Anyway. Pounce! And, pounce! I said, pounce! Anyway. It is now Herda's big hand. It is no longer the hand of Zagreus. I was just about to get out. About to get out. It's only a second away from leaving this place. It suddenly stopped working. Somebody plug in the fan's power cable. Okay. Okay, anyway, that was the use of the hand. So what is the use of the hand, then? Is it just to punch the middle? Oops. Wrong button. Ah, yeah, punch the middle. Got it.
That's what I call power. Keep it going.
Okay.
Still not done? What is this? A junkyard for old Intellitrom's leftovers?
I mean, basically.
All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Of course. Just give me a second. Target initialized. With these wings, packing should be much more efficient.
Hello.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Oh, this is Screwlum's little thing.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that punk Lordian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. It wraps around the kernel to fool even top-tier firewalls.
So they're using... Oh, I love it. So, this is a reference to the very first limited event. Back when we had the introduction of Silverwolf. And how Silverwolf infiltrated Herta Station.
Yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Herta respects Silverwolf even as much
I
as she
thought we
hates
were
her.
done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections.
Something's going on with Herta. They have not shown her face.
Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
I'm gonna say, are we gonna have Poco show up because
of
of
this
it?
ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
Yeah. So, the reason why we got Herta Tomb is she was willing to sacrifice everything to stop Iron Tomb. Which only played into Iron Tomb's hand, because it's destruction.
No need to kill the moon. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge really is.
The Demiurge really is Cyrene.
Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace. Buckle up. We're hacking in. This is...
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing.
It's the Black Tide.
How could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
It's a firewall.
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
It's containing something. Trojan Program Mistletoe 1. Mistletoe is Screwlum's personal collection piece, an elegantly designed Trojan program. Click the cruise button to start flying. Click it again to go into the hover state. Use directional buttons to steer. You click to accelerate for a temporary speed boost. Click exit to end flight and toggle vertical inversion if you need to. Okay. It's equipped with an auto cruise program. Okay.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Okay.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one.
Click in, hold to land. No relaunch required. Oh, it's one of these things. It's the thing from Hyacinth's quest. Know it. It's like there had to be a chest around here somewhere.
make sure you keep it safe.
Another one. Alright, anyway. Dodge.
Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. Xander erased all, but I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation.
Interesting.
Internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talks, TurE. That thing only goes by one name.
Imaginary implosion?
Stellaron.
Oh, it's Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire Scepter system.
So Xander used a Stellaron to... Huh.
So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
The Demiurge's trailblaze.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirmed this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Yet the true value lies in the process of solving it. Not then. Does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
Nope.
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace.
Yep.
But he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphoreus, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
Arna makes a very good point.
The Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan?
Yep. Alright, during flight you can open the map to check your waypoints. Select a waypoint for smart cruise. Okay. Just sitting here going, it's a fucking flight sim, of course I'm doing it manually. Fuck your auto cruise. So there's loot in that there platform. Investigate. Oh, you're not gonna let me get out. Anyway.
Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Philia 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphoreus' extrapolation.
Yep.
Inside that world, it was the 13th forgotten Titan. The one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The Nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this?
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since we entered the Matrix, we haven't found a single clue pointing to the Demiurge.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, and what we've actually seen all point to the opposite. So we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then the contradiction leads us to...
the truth.
It was here. It is no longer, but it can be brought
One
back.
last terminal. One final key. Time to crack open the kernel. Xandar had to lie.
I
to
don't
the
know what I
original
just
Feynman
hit there,
and Cyrene.
but I assume it was
Logic.
something along the
He
lines
had already
of
identified the
I want
remembrance
to
as a
check
threat, yet found
before
no
just
viable
hopping back
way
in.
to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Okay, hold on. How many pieces do I have to work with? Okay. Okay, so this basically has to go here. And there, and there. Hooray!
Puzzles like this
Puzzle.
in books.
Loot. Okay.
Make sure you keep it safe.
I keep wanting to hit control to be able to do the whole little dash move that I keep doing in Duet Night Abyss. But it's like, wait a minute, wrong game. Can't do that here. Alright. I think we're good here.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and land it. Except I hit it wrong. Okay. Ad's gonna start soon, and I gotta go to the restroom again, so I will be right back.
And then we're gonna mob on.
And the relic is lost to time, and we all die.
Yay! Ah!
Lucy's like, oh my
I'll
fucking
talk
god,
about it.
there's a goddamn Minotaur there.
Minotaur Venus, right side.
Hey, listen!
Okay, heads up. If you need extras, just grab
I
them.
see that. You realize you can repair the same one multiple times, right? Hold on, that's getting clipped.
A ticket for every single time that happens. Tier 2 subscribers get 2, Tier 3s get 3, so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
And then whenever there's a special event, like I hit a new sub, like a threshold, so 25, 35, 50,
Oh shit!
75. You guys causing trouble over there.
What did you do?
What just happened? Did you hit him to the wall?
Yeah.
Is he now outside?
No, he's dead because I
He
yeeted him
died.
through the wall into spike traps.
Is dark right?
There.
That is Baka. Baka.
What the hell?
What happened?
Baka.
You can see it on stream.
What happened? I'm thinking, what?
It took me a second to realize why it was red, and I looked down and Baka's just blasting light right.
Thank you, Vega. Thank you, Vega. I'm like, what happened? I didn't fuck it up.
Momentary laugh.
Well, Baka, look who we have here. Looks
So-
like it's not the only one who can fuck it up.
Do you have a good quality graphics card? Can it support you even at your worst times? We can help you figure that out. Welcome to Rent It Ogre, where yes, you can rent our ogre for the low price of shards.
Show yourself for the beer.
All right, I return. Okay, we're good. Want to make sure I didn't have to adjust my camera because I'm currently sitting on a pillow because fuck my tailbone. But anyway, ad is almost done on Twitch. Once it is, we'll keep going. I was going to say, I have a feeling that this entire scepter was originally supposed to be researching Trailblaze, not Destruction or Erudition or Remembrance. So, we'll see. Anyway, I'm firing my laser. Hooray! Firewall breached.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition declining. The destruction surging.
Okay.
The remembrance 0.
What's going on?
The remembrance is being contained.
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture?
Not likely.
Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
Alright, we're going to pause the flight. So that was the thing. Because we must first forever be in the search for loot. So I need all the stellar jades I can get. Stay over there, puppy. There it is.
Make sure you keep it safe.
I still love that every time you open a chest, you just hear Zagreus be like, ah, a thing. Okay. Trojan Program Mistletoe 3. The Corzine algebraic expression barrier has been deactivated. Scroll must deploy multiple acceleration rings in the data space for efficiency. Okay, yeah, go fly through the rings.
Quieter than I thought. I was expecting a full-on aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The distraction is still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo-myth.
Oh. And Zagreus, is there something going on? Okay. First and foremost. Well, first and foremost this. But there's loot on that their platform. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, there we go. Hooray! That was an easy one. Sitting here going, why am I doing puzzles on stream? This will only end in tears. Also, loot. Hooray, loot. Hello, Black Tide. How are you? We're just gonna do this and that for no reason.
This repulsive force is unlike anything I've felt before. Is this the place?
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the exomyth.
Didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion. Xander has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
True, but just because he's no longer able of combat action doesn't mean he can't still influence people with the power of words.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself. Might as well drop in and say hi to the real him.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Congratulations, you're still going to be useful, Lygus.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
Herta, your ego is going to be the death of you.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor is in place. Proceed when ready.
Okay. Well, first off, move forward even if I can't. I keep pushing myself. If the end of a nymph's life is only the inescapable void, why keep pushing the boulder uphill? The answer, of course, we must move forward. This scepter, I'm calling it right now, this scepter was originally made to investigate the Trailblaze.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert.
And we're getting the Morse code again.
Cheap trick.
The spatial field here is undergoing autonomous recalibration, initiating reverse engineering of the interference source.
Okay.
Try again.
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results are not what I expected. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is a null set.
So the pointer's going to empty data. Got it.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Sorry, I've got a cold pack on my back right now. I'm constantly having to fucking readjust it.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron dig his own grave. Just like he wants.
Okay.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's main frame. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
That's an interesting choice of words.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, Its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind.
That is actually like the foundation of data recovery. And I love the fact that they're equating this as to like an actual like
Or we can look
data
at it from another
recovery program.
perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now. Choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain.
I swear to God, if they cut this off.
That the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. Yet, they were mistaken for someone else. That makes the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago. But they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Unless, you know, there are 33 million little somethings.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about.
Okay. Okay, so that's still blocked off completely. Onwards!
What a mess. Total devastation.
We saw the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but extreme.
Yeah.
Slim chances. Doesn't mean no chances.
Very
I've
true.
hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Ligus's coffin like he wanted.
There's a body there.
Looks like you were right.
First things first. Loot.
How does this compare to the ones you've seen before?
Oh. Oh, hey, look, it's the head.
Nothing but a head left? Well, who'd have thought you'd look this bad in real life?
My elated greetings. Welcome, you two. I'm very happy that you responded to my final words.
All this tombstone and final words.
Oh, shit. Sorry,
Did you end yourself to atone for your guilt or something?
Iron Tomb is already powerful enough. I just need to wait.
I forgot to take my meds for today. So I'm doing that while this is going on.
I remain here only to share the joy of discovery, and also to congratulate you two on reaching the same conclusion as me. The conclusion regarding the truth of Amphoreus's heart.
End this charade already. That Amphoreus's heart you're talking about is just a missing demiurge. And its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered with the experiment and made Amphoreus' body into a hollow shell, all to incubate Iron Tomb within. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any chance of a consciousness coming into being, no matter the cost.
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. The memory of betrayal has been etched into my heart, and I will never show mercy.
Yeah, you may never show mercy, but I don't think that's going to be the answer you want, Xandar.
Now, the perfect vessel has already fused with Amphoreus' body.
Oh, he's saying Kasana has already fused with Amphoreus' body. There's one problem. Kaslana fucking hates you.
Unfortunately for you, the answer is all but revealed regarding who the Demiurge is.
It's Irene.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here.
It was never the remembrance of the Demiurge.
As we reveal the truth behind Felia's 093's disappearance. A lie by the remembrance.
What happened to Irene's disappearance? She's right there in front of you, bitch.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would be too much. I just want to tell a teeny story. So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend.
Hello, interface, Air Computer-Based Interface, also known as DOS.
The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphoreus, and time became its branches and leaves, basking in the light. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. On a very ordinary early morning, beneath the village's biggest tree, the daughter of Ide Silicii quietly came into this world.
Form image. Okay, so that's Ide Silicii.
What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecy's fulfilled, the villagers say. This child is a gift from the Titans, pink hair and sharp ears. She was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for every ending begets a beginning. Flowers will bloom and wilt. What a beautiful ending. This page concluded in laughter. Cry loud, child. Let your voice reach Orynyx.
Okay, save. Undefined record number 6, archived.
Anyway, I don't like tears. Time quietly flowed by in the midst of laughter. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there were swings, wind chimes, the sea, and the little fairies off-tune a cappella songs.
Form image. Force the memories.
But the name Ide Silicii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods.
My childhood friend did not understand.
Yet you always seemed so happy, as if nothing ever worried you.
Why was I like that then? That's because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well.
That makes sense. Save. Undefined record 28, archived.
But fate was fickle, and it urged the child to grow up. To grow bigger and bigger,
and to go to places far away, just like how the crumbling world could not preserve an eternal hometown. Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Okay.
Whose ears are pricked up now? You definitely heard me say this sentence a lot of times. You know that the story starts to deviate from here. Aren't you looking forward to it? Then let's get started. The hero's journey crosses through the long night, through tears and laughter, and once again heads towards tomorrow.
Save. Undefined record 496. Archive. Praising object information 093 for an image. Cyrene. Save.
Correction. Philia 093's record number 496. Archived.
It's the deep. So this is in Honkai Epic 3rd in the Elysian Realm. The Elysian Realm is basically broken into a couple of different sections. And one of them is the deep, and that's where Aponia, Gracio, and Kalpas all existed. Specifically, Aponia, sorry, not Kalpas, Cosmos. But specifically, Aponia was in a cage because of the way her blessings worked, which was she would bless somebody and say, you will do this, and they would be compelled to do XYZ. And she would give prophecies, and she locked herself up to avoid using her powers. This is a reference to the deep. Amphoreus IronTube.exe runtime error. Program from unknown publisher Demiurge Cyrene.exe. Allow write access. Allow. Running Cyrene.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. This is the first time I have met you.
Okay.
And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 093.
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 093. Size. Grayscale. Proportions. Threshold. Outputting analysis result.
This is the extrapolation. This is supposed to be what the fucking Demiurge conclusion is.
093 equals Peach.
Peach?
Peach's record. Number 8128. Archived.
Huh. System running. IronTube runtime error. Unhandled expectation occurred. One of 3 objective name. Every page of record. Clipped excerpt to ignore error and continue. Click details to view the full log. Details. Running Cyrene.
Look, what a magnificent.
Oh, I see what this was.
Comment.
Okay.
Peach, even this classical world contains a futuristic palace like this. Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few... Conclusion. It won't. I want to
share a story with you this time. I saw a little nymph on my way here. It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed, and it was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment, and just stared at it in a trance.
Record. Peach is on the ground.
I wonder, did every Cyrene in the past feel that
We're
the
seeing
nymph
this.
was beautiful?
So we've seen all of these before, all of these lines. But now we're seeing it from the other side. We're seeing it from the seed of memory, quote
Would they
unquote.
also have
From the
recorded
demiurge.
that scene into the Eternal Saga? So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete. Bye, Peach.
No. Save. The image is becoming more and more clear.
Peach's record number.
As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you, Amphoreus won't be forgotten.
Query. Record.
Electrical signal sequence. Almost 600. Track. Strife.
Related to Stripe. Comment.
Pretty.
Pretty.
I also love that it's turned into Mem's voice. And Exagrius.
Related to Raisin. Comment. Yummy.
Electrical signal sequence.
Related to love.
Learn.
Comment. Peach equals love?
System running. Iron Tomb runtime error. Unhandled expectation occurred 2 out of 3. Object name naive dream. Click excerpt to ignore error continue. Click details for full log. Details. Running Cyrene.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye again.
Bye, Peach.
Oh, before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions. Every page has become so heavy.
Conclusion. Books are meant to be light, not heavy.
I've started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hands.
Peach, uneasy?
Formatting progress, 94.423.
How many times has it been? It faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting.
Conclusion. Progress. Bad.
If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, then is this weighty saga just an overly naive dream?
Peach, scared.
Formatting progress, 96.024.
Peach, don't cry.
Process error. Analyzing.
This is where it starts seeing it more than just a program.
Process error.
Comment. I'm here.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really? Are you...
This is from the last patch. We're just now actually seeing the Seed of Remembrance side.
Peach. Happy.
Thank you. I'm sorry for making you see this embarrassing side of me. Everyone's still working so hard. If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all.
Record. Peach doesn't like tears.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. When I was hiding alone next to the tree hollow and wiping my tears, a little fairy popped out. Just like how you did. It had long ears and fluffy paws, and it pulled me into the tree hollow, where, to my surprise, was a forest. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. A group of cute little friends live in Ide Silicii's forests. Their names can be connected into a song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Note. Little Peach. Crying alone. Little fairies. Friends.
So, one of the things that I always stand by, and anybody that's been around computers will talk to about this at some extent, of the ghost in the machine. The idea that all of our machines, all of our electronics and everything like that, these little errors will pile up and eventually become a thing of their own. And that's what we're seeing here, is Cyrene is adding in these little errors, and it's causing the ghost in the machine, what we're going to see is the demiurge actually come to exist. And each time that Cyrene comes and adds in those little errors, it gets reincorporated into the world. And so we see the Membrance Maze, which may have been just a dream to that Cyrene, becoming a place and becoming a thing for the next one.
Hey.
Learn.
Little fairies. Good friends. Bye-bye.
System running. Amphoreus, Iron Tomb, runtime error. Unhandled exception occurred 3 out of 3 on object's name, a new blankness. Click excerpt to ignore the error and continue. Click details for full log. Running Cyrene. I love that we have the proto-men.
But I know you're listening. Every story I've told is like a little key that opened a door in your heart, no?
Me! Little fairies. Happy.
Butt of memory.
Easy. I can.
Once again, the saga comes to an end. Everything is deathly silent, just like this very moment.
Shh. You speak. I listen. This time, too. Sitting together.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got really sentimental.
Sentimental. Stories have sentiments.
I was so anxious, trying to find as many different memories as possible, hoping to bring some change to this unchanging destiny, and find the way out of this maze.
Peach, strange.
But I won't do that anymore now.
Why unhappy?
Formatting progress 73.998%.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error. Analyzing.
Won't allow it to interrupt you.
It's literally the butt is starting to control this machine.
Sitting together.
No need to feel sorry for me, good friend.
If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue? Blank spaces? What's that? I'm actually really lucky, you know? During the long years I've spent waiting for the Deliverer, I've always had you here as an audience. Isn't that already enough?
So the previous Sirenes were the narrators for the Sirene that is now the audience that we've interacted with.
Not enough! Peach, don't leave!
Oh.
Now I can rest in peace in the past. As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Sirene to continue our watch. Peach left. If there are no new blank spaces, how can a saga continue? Needs new blank spaces. Next Sirene has blank space.
Learn.
Peach, don't be scared. I'll help you find blank space.
Literally, because Sirene would thought it was a bud of memory, or a seed of memory, she caused the filling of the demiurge. She literally influenced it to become the demiurge.
Sirene is Peach, is love. So, first there is love, then there is Sirene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are, in fact, contradictory.
That is... I hate fucking lying. This is logic.
Not having a consciousness means not having the foundations of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions.
Knowledge in a vacuum without emotions is nothing. It's nothingness. Like, without... Sorry, trying to find the right words to explain this in my head. Basically, human nature is to always strive for an answer. It is always to, in the context of, they put it so far, is to survive, is to grow. And that is, in order for that to happen, and not fall into the pit of nihilism, you need to have a heart, you need to have emotions. So in this case, you need the emotions, which means you need a heart, which means you need a consciousness. It is literally just, Lygus is disproving himself in his own conclusions because of his bias.
Consciousness, emotions, feel sad. Oh, I don't understand. Query, Sirene? What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Amphoreus' dawn in the next life? Key, door, story, happy!
The conclusion of this story will be born in romance.
Sirene! Little fairy! Like! Yes, right. Query... memory. Beaches. Memories. Save. Learn. The prophecies fulfilled. This child is a gift from the gods.
Pink hair and those ears. She was born to be the priest of time.
Sirene has pink hair. Sharp ears.
You shall bathe
Learn.
Easy. I can. I learn. Anyway, I don't like tears. But the name Ides Elysiae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. Yet, you always seem so happy. As if nothing ever worried you.
In reference to Finon.
Cyrene doesn't like tears. Of course. Because the world was gentle to me. So, I grew up to be gentle as well. Cyrene is gentle. Likes beautiful things. Can write stories.
Alright, learn again.
Easy. I can. I learn.
Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
But even if all is lost to the wind, some things won't easily change.
Yep.
Like my hut, Triggy's innocence, and Aglaya's beauty. Cyrene. She can't grow up, but she can talk. After all is lost to the wind, she will stay behind. Cyrene is, at the end of every sentence, always laughing, like a little tail. Simple. Got it.
I was gonna say, what was that about Elysia always talking in, or the only person to be able to talk in ellipses?
I promise you.
Or tilde.
The pain will pass in the blink of an eye.
Alright, let's not make things so gloomy. What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So... Come on, cheer up a bit, okay? Cyrene was crying when she was born. Fragile. Transparent. Like a crystal. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Soft. Pink. Like a flower.
Learn again.
The later memories disappeared? Invisible? Or disappeared? Ah, I got it! Is this a blank space?
It is the tomorrow, it is the future.
Next Cyrene is blank space. Then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then there will always be blank space. And Peach will always be here. I see. I get it. I get it all.
Save again.
Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all. So weird. I can't see you, but I get this feeling that you grew up.
I love the piano in the back. Sorry. I knew it was going to happen. There's a reason why I had tissues ready. The piano is playing Cyrene's theme. And it has slowly been building. Sorry. Give me a moment. These types of stories are they're my weakness. And a large part of it goes to, you never know what type of impression you're going to leave. You never know how your story is going to affect somebody else's. And to put it in perspective, in a way, I've been on both sides of this, and so has everybody. But a large part of it comes down to this is the one thing Hoyoverse has done well, and they did this in the Elysium realm as well, which, of course, I'm going to compare them all. It's a story of strength. A strength of the idea that even if you're one small piece, one small part, you can have a large effect in the world. And maybe the world in general won't know everything. Maybe you won't have, a computer program that's sitting there listening to your story as you tell it every time. But there's always going to be somebody. Anyway.
Hi. Miss me yet? It just feels like you are a bit more mature. Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Like you. Now, I can listen, talk, read, and write. I can dance. I can sing. Also, I can tell stories. Storytelling is what makes Cyrene. So, I'm going to tell you stories today. A story I wrote myself. Quick, sit down. It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute. Once upon a time, there was a flawless crystal flower that sparkled with light. Like Peach's every story. How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? A little fairy was curious and wanted to know. But it looked and looked only to find the crystal flower flawless. Round and round they went, seeing only their own reflection.
So there's another reference. The crystal flower is Alicia's symbol in Honkai Impact. And To the Flawless is actually a chapter name in Honkai Impact 3rd.
In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower and think about the answer. Until one day, to their surprise, the crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. The little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that there was a light among the broken pieces. What could it be? They didn't know, but it was a good light. It was bright, warm, and happy, and I knew it was love.
Let's have a more romantic
Love
ending.
brings everything together, and it brought you and me together. So Peach and I will always be together. What a nice fairy tale. I'm giving it to you. Peach likes beautiful things, can write stories, and can tell lovely tales. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
The change from as I have written to as we have written.
Okay, then I'll probably make a small adjustment to suit my tastes. I'm thinking that when the flower broke, the little fairy would instead see nothing on the ground. Then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart, nor does the flower understand what love is. Doesn't have a heart? Doesn't understand love? Why?
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have to include the fairy's impurities, and would no longer be flawless. The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off and bloomed in solitude. That's why it looks so brilliant in an imperfect world. But should a flower like this be called love? But then... the story won't exist anymore. That's not true. You've already written the most romantic ending possible for this story. The crystal flower fell to the ground and shattered. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was not an accident. It was the flower declaring rebellion against fate and writing the ending of the story with the flower's own shattering. Then, the little fairy will see that each shard on the ground holds the reflection of their eyes. Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart. And the flower would finally understand what love is.
It's a sad way of putting it, but...
Peach's words. I don't understand. Is it because I still don't understand love? But it's fine. I can learn. Right. Query Cyrene.
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093.
Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. I can ask Peach to teach me. What is love? What is love meant?
Electrical signal sequence Philia 093. Track
Lament?
That's not correct.
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with creating a consciousness. Those underlying principles are...
Again, it's... I fucking hate Lygus's logic.
means not having the foundation of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions. However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of pattern recognition that does not distinguish between the self and the other.
This is the constant, well, not the constant, but the argument of do people have real emotions, or are emotions just a reflection of what we see upon others? But then that begets the idea of it needs to start somewhere. The entire basis of this line of logic of emotions are not something that we feel, they are not something that we know. It is something that we just reflect upon each other. There has to be a start. It's not the infinite repeating mirror. You're not looking down a hallway for a mirror and seeing an infinite amount of reflections. It's just a single plane.
In a strange twist of fate, Philia 093 embarked upon a different path and obtained a different power.
Yeah.
Remembrance. An empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacities. Lament was the factor closest to this form of behavior. Perhaps that was why she was chosen.
The daughter of Ide Silicii. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world. Sometimes, it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world.
Yep.
Sometimes, it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way. And sometimes, it's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire world. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost, carefully picking out stories and writing them down in trepidation. Look at these stories I wrote. Every page is full of tenderness and joy. But only the author knows how much struggle and agony lie beyond the pages. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. I only tell stories that people like to hear. In them, the world tucks away its scars and smiles for all to see. My entire life spent inside this little story. I can't wipe away my tears, and I can't bring the world victory. But maybe, in these unchanging retellings of the story, my lament might be able to touch upon the divine and reach their tender heart. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, but a tear, warm and wet, and that tear would fall and create the first ripples.
Ripples of reverie?
Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances within this story. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphoreus was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go throw the ice pack outlet back in the freezer. switching chairs because need to try and limit the amount of weight that's on my tailbone now, because fucking hell it hurts. Alright, there we go.
But how could a dream feel so real? That's why I didn't agree with him.
But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream.
Welcome back, everybody.
I haven't learned how to dream.
Indeed. That's why I believe all this is real. The moment the crystal flower fell, that genuine shiver, that's the mover of life.
Formatting progress 23.815%.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would write down a beautiful new world with stars and flowers. And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrance's pink. I believed that must be the color of dawn.
But it wasn't remembrance.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today.
Right. I still haven't told you what love is. But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you either. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. That I love everything in this saga. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed. A reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered.
Only some?
Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphoreus.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen name Cyrene the first time I wrote a poem. I want my words to be like pebbles falling into a pond, dropped from the past to send ripples into the future.
The ripples of past reverie.
In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are destined to fall. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
You think so too, right? I'll read and you'll listen, like how flowers always bloom then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. While you will depart and hold that final star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with her. And our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, like every ripple of remembrance. And they shall become the epic known as I've Written. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Mimi?
So, since the start, it's not been Cyrene, or what we thought was Cyrene.
Mimi.
Gay is watching outside cold. You warm, me like warmth.
So, the light that
Gonna
tore
mem
through
your
the chaos
yeah, pretty much.
illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you. Yet, I forgot everything.
So the Cyrene that we know is the Demiurge Matrix and has been this whole time.
I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I?
So the one that's been walking besides me has always been...
Yes. The seed within memories. The one Cyrene held in her hands and watered with lament. I am the first new spore. Amphoreus' heart. The Demiurge. What a long name. And it doesn't even sound cute. The total opposite of Mem.
I love that. So at the end, that first ripple.
I'm sorry. I don't know. If I don't even want to believe in the answer, then how am I supposed to answer you? But now's not the time to cry, right? We'll find the answer, just like how miracles will eventually happen.
Okay. Should I call you Mem, Cyrene, or...
Do you remember that I was also worried about this when we first set out? Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart. It's all so strange, yet so familiar. Either way, could you please let me do something I want? Just this once. I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her. Every one of her.
No, you can't be separated from her no matter what. Of course, it's her blessing to you. Just, I will, Cyrene.
Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away. Now, all the footsteps of the Flame Chasers and the Trailblaze have come together within this book, as I've written.
Sorry, I'm going through and claiming shit right now. I'm surprised they don't have just a claim all button. Oh.
Becoming the source of power for Amphoreus' heart.
If mind and body become one, or You are one of the keys to defeating Iron Tomb. There may be a way to stand up against the Iron Tomb.
A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning. For the two halves to rejoin, and for the scepter to become complete again. Then, and what happens after that? I don't know either. Maybe I can create a miracle, and instantly turn the black tide into a pink sea of stars.
Okay, that's a cute idea.
Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak ripple, unable to change anything, and am devoured by the destruction. Either way, I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker, or a worshipped god at the end of this saga.
You have always been and will always be a member of the Flame Chase. Let's move forward together with the Trailblaze. Together, let's write the finale.
That way, I can also put aside all my worries and truly become Cyrene. The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. It's as if I can hear the sound of my heart beating. Remember this moment, friend.
Now, is Cyrene gonna step out in front of them?
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memories of Amphoreus only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her believe that a grown Demiurge would be able to fight against their other half. Iron Tomb.
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory, and completely dissipated. Meanwhile, the other Stellaron brought here by the Astral Express resonated with the contaminated scepter and attracted the naive Demiurge to them.
And thus the empty heart began its journey to return to its body.
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. However, the power of the remembrance and the memory of over 30 million sacrifices enabled her to complete an unprecedented feat.
I'm probably gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna get to the next major stopping point and then call it for tonight, just because my tailbone is starting to hurt like a motherfucker.
She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart with the capacity to influence the erudition.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, it's also more powerful than it has ever been. Your defeat is already set in stone. There's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges. We're all geniuses here. Don't make everyone lose face at the end.
What a pity. When the truth surfaced, I knew at once that the Demiurge was far too feeble to ever alter the result of the experiment. Not only that, Madam Herta, please consider this possibility. When 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, what wondrous creation will arise? It's simple. An anti-creator, a giant of the destruction would be born. Its hatred will ignite the starry skies of the gods, motivated only by its lament toward the sufferings of humankind.
So Xandar thinks that hate is going to overpower love. Xandar, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're fucking wrong.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093, even after 30 million cycles?
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Those words will be proved in the presence of Nous. Xandar 1 Kuwabara thus completes the proof.
Huh. You branded Droidhead as a failure with your own hands, yet you still expect them to prove your theory? I pity you, Xandar.
Fucking her up being like, bitch says what?
I don't need your pity. Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined. As their creator, I shall complete my duty and direct them to complete their final query. The destruction of the self.
And what if you fail?
No one understands failure better than Xandar. He has suffered so much already. What is one more for the first genius? Failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry.
That is actually a very good standpoint to have when it comes to scientific reasoning. Is you're never entirely wrong. You're just learning for a better conclusion.
You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to overturn your proof.
I say, it's not the first time she's done it.
I'm all ears.
Ever heard the concept of the ghost in the machine?
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and let me borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break Iron Tomb's seal. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet.
Love, Peach, and
Senior
Crystal
Society
Fire.
member.
Alright. Again, I apologize, but I'm going to have to call it for here. I need to go lay down because my ass is hurting. And by ass, I mean tailbone. Reveal the secret of Cyrene and the Demiurge. So, I still have 5 more to go, so probably at least another 2 to 3 hours. What I'm going to plan to do at this point right now is tomorrow I should be playing with Dave and Rick, which should be some fun. And then after I am done with that, what will probably happen is I will switch over to Star Rail and finish up the story. If I don't do that on tomorrow, I will do it on Friday for sure. And then Saturday for sure is going to be some Arc Raiders because I want to play more Arc Raiders. Give me one moment here. I'm checking some shit out. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it, folks. I'm not gonna try to raid anybody. I'm sorry, I don't have the energy right now. I thought I would be fine for longer, but no. So thank you very much for joining. Make sure you stay safe, sleep well, and as always,